My favorite word, moist. Hey steak lovers, today we're doing the alpha steak of all steaks, the Tomahawk ribeye. Look at the size of this. It is almost 4 pounds, over 3 inches thick. We've done a lot of steak videos here on Carolina Cowboy Cooking. Most of them are ribeyes, and most of them around 15 to 16 ounces, so 1 pound. This one is almost 4 pounds. But look, it is a bone-in ribeye. We're gonna do a reverse sear today on the big green egg. And you stick around to the end, I'll tell you what's the difference between a cowboy ribeye and this Tomahawk ribeye. It's gonna be great. Let's get some salt on this, and we're gonna let it sit for a couple hours because we want that salt to really draw out some of the moisture inside. Give you some good quality flake salt and be very generous with the salt because this is a lot of meat. And some of it is going to actually grill off when we put it on the big green egg. Get both sides and the edges. You know what this outer edge is called? Put in the comment if you know what the outer edge of a ribeye is called. Let's get the sides. Later on in the cooking, it's going to give us a much more even cook all the way through. We're going to go for a medium on this steak. Fresh ground peppercorns, black pepper. Ooh, this is a monster. Now let's set up the big green egg for an indirect cook. We're going to take last time's charcoal and add some fresh to it. Now, have you ever wanted to see a cowboy shake his ash? Watch this. We'll shake that ash. Put this in here to catch any ash so it's easy to dump out. Add our freshly shaken charcoal from last time. Big steak. And the indirect cook probably will take about 45 minutes. Got the big green egg set at about 275. That's going to be perfect for our indirect heat. We're going to put this big whopper Tomahawk steak on here, this alpha steak, on the big green egg. Look at the size of this Dinosaur steak. We're going to put this probe right in the center. We want to know when it's 125 degrees right in the middle. Wow, I can't wait. While that's doing this thing, we're going to make up some cowboy butter for later on. But first, we're going to make ourselves a cowboy cocktail. I like to use cocktail complete. Let's make us some cowboy butter. We got some melted butter. Let's cut a lemon. Some fresh lemon juice. Some garlic. Minced garlic. Fresh garlic if you got it. We got to use some minced we got here. Some salt, pepper, and garlic mix. So we've got all that right here in one place. This is gonna make it super good. And then I want to hit it just so I can have some salt. I'm gonna hit a little bit of this flaky salt and black pepper. While the steak rests, we normally rest them about 5 to 6 minutes, but this is a whopper, so we're going to let it probably last 8 to 10 minutes, and we're going to let this drizzle all over. That is gorgeous. We are at 92 degrees internal temperature, so we're going to flip it over to give it equal time on the other side. Wow. When I get to 125, we will give us a really hot fire for final sear. And when you do a long time on the grill, throw in an onion or two. See what happens. Look at this beautiful smoke. That's flavor, people. Flavor. It is 125 on the inside, folks. It is time to let this beautiful steak come off. while we prepare for the final searing. Now we're going to bring these coals up to as hot as they will go. We are 500 degrees and 553 right on the grill grate. So guess what? We're going to set a timer for 2 minutes for each side. Super important that you burp the egg at this temperature. You do not want to flare up. So you just lift the lid a little bit, let some oxygen inside there so you don't burn the hair off of your arms and your eyebrows and your mustache. Ooh, look at these soft onions. Yeah, baby. Woo-hoo. Back in 2. Okay, burp the egg, and it's been 2 minutes. We're going to flip it to the other side. Look at that sizzle. One more burp, and it is coming off. Now we let this amazing steak rest. We're going to put on our cowboy butter, but I want you to see what's happening underneath here. You see this giant swimming pool of delicious goodness? That is gorgeous. Yeah, oh my goodness, we got so many good seasonings inside here. My mouth is literally watering. This steak is definitely the star of the show, but let me show you what we came up with on this couple of onions that we did. But if you've never cooked an onion like this, literally just like it comes from Mother Nature, still in the skin. I'm gonna just cut the edge of this thing off. And you can just give it a squeeze. Just like that. Oh man, that is going to be some really good eating. That's a Valdalia, people, straight out of Georgia. By the way, this is probably about a 75-year-old butcher knife that came down from my dad's dad. It was great with steak. It's time. Are you ready? Drum roll, please. Moment of truth. Let's take this steak right off of the rib and see what we've got going here. You just get you a good sharp knife, and we're going to cut right down this rib. There will be some off-camera gnawing on this bone for sure. Look at that beautiful steak. We're gonna give this Tomahawk Steak handle right here. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, might be the best steak I've ever eaten in my life. It's so juicy. Normally I like to get my steaks medium rare because I like them juicy. Even though this one's more like a medium well, it is incredible. Here's the difference between a cowboy ribeye and a tomahawk steak in the grocery store. About this much more bone and about $10 more. Otherwise, it's exactly the same steak. So don't buy the extra $10 worth of bone. Wow. Cowgirl, too bad for you. Like and subscribe. Give me a comment what you think. How do you like your steak? Every time I make a steak video, somebody says it's too rare. Every time, or I overcooked it. What do you think? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna keep making steak videos because I love steak. Hey, hummingbird.